1,000 times, and if he tells it, I'll still laugh.
The reason it was because person, she really is.
I love being with him. I love seeing the world with him. We just have a great time. Everybody around the world sees us as Mama and Papa or Mom and Dad, and we feel like they're our children. They're our extended family, very big extended family.
We've come a long way, baby.
Yeah, we sure have. We have been very fortunate and very blessed to be able to recognize things that are coming. We recognize the computers were coming down in price, the printers were coming down, people weren't going to keep service contracts on them. We recognized the computers were coming into the doctor's offices before they were there. The future of medicine was in the technology that we've brought to Jeunesse. I think the key is to recognize things and don't let time pass you by.
And when we come around the curve up here and see our building, I have a big old smile. Boy, oh boy, we started out in that little bitty tin building on Douglas Avenue.
I fell in love with network marketing because it allowed people from average backgrounds to do anything they want and become anything they want. You can be whatever you want to be if you work hard, if you're teachable, and you don't give up.
I'm very happy that people are excited about working for Jeunesse. I thank all of the distributors and all of the employees in this company. Because of them, this is why we've been able to grow the way we have. The one thing we will always do is we want to treat all of our employees, our distributors, with love and respect.
We want everybody to be happy and enjoy their life and enjoy every day to the max, and that's what it's all about.
3, 2, 1.
It's amazing to travel with people that have never gone out of their state or their country, and to see their eyes open up and see their minds expand, because every culture is different. We want everybody to be successful, whatever that means to them, because it's an individual thing. And we want them to feel special and feel like they're making a difference, like we want to make a difference in their lives and help other people to achieve what they want. If you help people every day, make their lives easier and better, then everything falls into place.
It requires people that are dedicated to doing what they're supposed to be doing here. And we've got a good group of people. I think the key to all of this is that you must believe all this is going to happen the way it is. If you really believe that everything was going to turn out the way it has now, if you believe that, that's why it does turn out that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeunesse Expo 9 stage and my Jeunesse family. Please make some noise for your Chief Operating Officer, Wendy Lewis, and your Chief Executive Officer, Randy Ray.
Okay. We were trying to use up more time here, so keep cheering. No, just joking. Hello. It's great to have you here. You're going to hear, I heard you, girl, I love you. You're going to hear something today that you've never heard before. I have one new joke. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Actually, what we're going to do today is something very different. And part of you may have never heard this. So we're going to tell you today. I'm going to handle chapter 1, and she's going to handle chapter 2. Chapter 1 is, how did Wendy and Randy ever hook up? Now, you may need to stop up your ears. It's pretty raunchy. And the second chapter is what Wendy's going to cover, how we got together and started Jeunesse.
Go ahead.
Coughing all over my clean suit. So actually, here we go. I was working for a company that I previously started years ago. It was called United Medical, and we changed it, and it became U.S. Medical. So anyway, I was in Atlanta, and they contacted me and wanted me to come back down here and take over the company and build it up, and then I would be able to get all this money and a new car, and I'd take over as president of the company. You know, a lot of bullshit, you know, that they give you. But I finally fell for part of it, and I came back down, and I was in the office shortly after I got here, and the receptionist said, "There's a lady called today. She is really upset." I said, "About what?" "She's called you 5 times, and you've never returned the call." I said, "I don't have a single call from her." Turned out she was calling the Tampa office, which we had fired the guy, and the phones kept going to the answering service, which was never forwarded to the Orlando office, so we had no way of knowing that she had called. I said, "Let me have that." So I called her. I said, "Yes, ma'am, I understand you've called the office a few times." "Well, you must not need business because I've been calling and nobody calls me back."
That is what I said, too.
This quiet little lady was pissed. One thing you'll rarely ever see from her, and I picked up the phone and I made the mistake of calling her back. "Yes, I'm in the market for a computer system. I've been calling you and nobody calls me back." "Okay, I called you back. What can I do for you?" "I want a demonstration of your software." "Okay. What day you want to come over?" "No, I don't want to come there. I want you to come to my house." Now, I was new back in town, so I said myself, Self said, "Huh?" I said, "We're going to go to Lakeland." So I go to Lakeland. I schlepped this computer under my arm, get over there, and I rang the doorbell, and she opened the door, and this little kid, about yay tall, with little buffy pigtails on her, stuck her head around the door like that, and she's covered up with chicken pox. That's the reason I had to go to her house. So I go in, and I'm going through giving the demonstration, and she's asking question after question after question after question. So I said to myself, "Damn, I didn't know there was going to be so many questions here."
You also didn't know the answers.
You didn't have to tell them that. They probably would have figured that out after a bit. So I said, "Well, it appears to me that your questions are more extensive," like that word? "More extensive than I was prepared to answer today. So I think what it'd be in order would be to schedule another person to come over and give you a presentation, and they can answer all your questions." So I scheduled this other guy to go over to her house. He did a great job, blah, 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 and it got down to the point where we're going to do business. But she told me up front that you didn't have the best selection.
Right.
There was another product out there that was better than yours, and I'm thinking, why am I here? Nobody's better than me. But anyway, we went through all that, finally got down to the point of getting a contract, and her husband's partner wanted to change everything in the contract, wanted to change the lease agreement, la, 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 la. And I said, can't do any of that. So she tried to explain to me that it wasn't her that's asking all the questions, which later I found to be, yeah, right. So we...
So you withdrew your contract.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. I said, okay, I think it'd be better if I just took my contract back, because apparently we're not a fit. No, I'm interested in getting the computer, but I'm just telling you there's some things that are missing out of your software. Fine. So we went ahead, did the deal, signed the contract. I scheduled the trainers to go over to her office to train her staff. I get a phone call about 45 minutes after they got there saying, she threw us out. I said, what? That little lady threw you out? Why? She said, we didn't know anything. Come, let me call that woman. You know? So I called, and I said, is it true that you threw my training staff out? She said, yeah, they don't know anything. That hurts, man. I mean, that's really...
They didn't know anything.
I've already said that. So, to make a really long story short, I said, okay, since you are so good, why don't I hire you to train my staff?
Wait a minute.
Wait.
You didn't say the important thing. I brought that system up by myself. We balanced to the penny without any of your training.
Is that an exit door?
Okay, now you can move on.
I was getting to that, Wendy. But anyway, she turned out to be a very interesting customer, if you know what I mean. If she asked you the question, does your software do blah, blah, blah? And you say, yes, it does. Show me. Wait a minute. I've been in this business a long time. I don't have to show everything, do I? You have to show me. So we finally muddled through it.
Yeah.
She took the system after throwing my trainers out. She converted all of their records over to the new system, balanced to the penny without even having any training in the software. That just normally is not the way it works. But see, we were dealing with a different breed of kittens over here. Is that hair? Did you stick your head in my mouth? Anyway, that's very rare to take somebody's new software, transfer all of the records over, and balance to the penny. But she did. And I've never heard the end of that one either. But anyway, so...
Forget what you're going to say? Or maybe if I fix your collar.
Yeah. But anyway, we worked along there for a while and had Wendy do a lot of consulting work. Every time somebody called up, they're looking for a consultant, I'd stick Wendy on them, hoping that she would recommend my software, as inefficient as it was. But I would use her also to help convert everything. So she made a lot of money on both sides. And then...
that was the beginning of AMSC. Come on, we're never going to finish this.
Anyway, okay, fine. Okay, we said, I told her one day, I said, I'm sick and tired of working here. I want to get out of here. And I'd like to go to work with you because she's so smart.
I don't know about that, but keep going.
You like to hear that, don't you?
It's probably not true, but go ahead.
So she already had a consulting company called AMSC, so we just rolled the extra sales and service of computers into AMSC, and it took off like a rocket. And later on, we applied to become an IBM reseller for reselling their RS-6000 mini computers. And they couldn't believe it. We'd already installed 49 systems. And they had to go check with every single one of them, personal site visits, before they would believe us. And then after that, it was like just the beginning of the beginning. So they went to the sites, checked with the people to make sure that we had really installed that, and we did. And then we had somebody call us one day and say, "Would you be interested in selling your company?" And I said, "Absolutely." She said, "No." I said, "What you talking about, Willis?" I mean, Wendy. But that was her baby, and she didn't want to sell it. I said, "We can have more babies."
So he won and we sold it.
So what?
You won and we sold the company.
Yeah, I won. We sold the company. And so we sold it because they were in the process of taking the software company public, and we didn't know what was going to happen to us. And so they were really nice. They said, "Okay, we're going to give you some friends and family stock." And we had a few thousand shares each of the stock. And it got up to $9 a share. And I said to Wendy, I'm sorry, it got $18 a share. I said to Wendy, "Let's sell this stuff." She said, "Nah, I don't think so." I'm selling mine, so I sold my stock, $18 a share. When it hit $39 a share, Wendy said, "I think I'll sell my stock." And I'm like, "Sure, Miss Spick and Span." So we sold that, but we took the hardware people that were working for us and we spun it off and to set up a separate company called Alpha Computer Services. And we took that to number 184 on the Inc. 500. And when that article came out in 2000 for the Inc. 500, we had, was it 12 companies that really, really wanted to buy our company, Alpha. And so we finally sold it for $20 million. And Wendy was very happy to get rid of it. And during that period of time, what we did is we spun off the hardware and the installation and support. And we had a lot of people asking us to do software development for them. And we did a lot of software development, built up lots of medical software. And then we said, enough.
Yeah.
So what Wendy's going to do is she's going to pick up chapter 2 here.
Okay.
Explain how we went to where we is today with Jeunesse.
So the first thing, once we started doing software development, we also started hosting multi-level marketing systems, and we did a lot of downline builders, writing software for various compensation plans, fixing compensation plans that were broken, and we did everything, customer service, shipping. We ended up doing everything for a number of new companies that were starting out, and that's how we learned a lot about the business. So I think now, today, or this expo, is a great time to talk about the history of Jeunesse, since the company on Sunday actually will be 9 years old. Whoa. Yeah. There's no better time to talk about how this company evolved, and it's truly amazing to me as well as to some of you. But what happened is Randy was having issues with his knee, and in March 2009, President Obama passed a bill in Congress to allow stem cell research in the United States. So we found a doctor who happens to be Dr. Newman.
He's in the audience somewhere.
Randy, just let me go. We found someone that could help take fat, spin it out, and get the stem cells and inject the stem cells into his knee. We went out to California. Randy had that done, and it actually helped him to prevent knee replacement for more than 5 years. So it was well worth it. But while we were out there, I saw a small bottle in the cabinet, and I asked the girls that worked in the office, what is this? And they said it's serum, and that Dr. Newman used it on all of his patients after surgery, and a lot of patients used it to help get rid of fine lines and wrinkles. They showed me a number of before and after pictures, and I thought, wow, I got to have this for myself. So I ended up taking a bottle home and trying it for a month. And one thing became very evident is the more I used it, the more I needed to use more of it, because in the beginning I just put it around my eyes, then I put it on my face, and I wanted it on my neck. So we started, and now I use it on my arms. So I thought, this is a wonderful product for a multi-level marketing company because it's highly consumable. And that's what we all want. We want something that we want to order every month. So we decided, we came back, we talked about it with some people in the office, and everybody agreed we should make it a multi-level marketing company because we could reach more people quicker through a direct sales environment than through putting it on a shelf in a store. So we went back to California, and Randy asked Dr. Newman, how many of these do you sell? And he said, I sell about 40 in a month to my patients. And Randy said to him, how would you like to sell 40,000 a month? And he laughed, which I think he should have. He said, I would love to, but how do I do that? Randy said, give me the formula and we'll show you how.
And the rest is history.
And that's how Jeunesse got started. Well, when we had our conversations back in Orlando, we had talked about having two products. One would be a stem cell product, a stem cell technology product that would work from the outside in, and we were going to find a nutritional type product that would work from the inside out. And we were looking at a super antioxidant that included resveratrol, because these were great products for anti-aging, and our mind was set on doing an anti-aging company. So we went back to California at that point, and we met with Kim Hui. And we told Kim, we have an idea of something we really think will be a great products for a direct sales company. And she listened politely. She didn't get it at all, but she listened politely, and she went home, and I guess her husband said to her, what did Randy and Wendy want? And she said, oh, they have this new idea for a company, and she told him about the product, and he got really excited about it. He's a physician, for those of you who don't know. He said, stem cells are the future of medicine. And he said, Kim, you've got to do that company. So she got 5 people, 5 Asians together. 2 of them were from Hong Kong, 1 was from mainland China, 1 from Vietnam, and 1 from Indonesia. And they would be the leaders that would start Jeunesse. And they came back to us and said, we're ready. But they also told us we needed to open the company on 09/09/09 at 9 p.m. because it would be good feng shui. 9 for longevity. So we did it. And I think what I want to convey to you right now is something we don't talk about all the time, but that's very important. All 5 of those leaders are still Jeunesse leaders today. After 9 years, they are still part of the Jeunesse family, which is amazing, and I'm very proud to say that.
They couldn't find the exit door, I guess.
When we started Jeunesse, we started with 2 main reasons. One was to help people just like all of you around the world, and the second reason was to help children. And you'll hear more about Jeunesse Kids later on in our program. But Jeunesse is the vehicle that I think has helped many people reach their dreams. One thing that has been extremely important to me throughout the 9 years is empowering women. This is something that I have taken to heart.
Stephanie, where are you?
I don't want to talk about my age, but I want you to know that when I was going to school, women went to college to become teachers and nurses. That's it. Women couldn't do anything else. But not anymore. By the time I came back from Japan, women could be anything they wanted to be. And we've developed all these things in Jeunesse to help women reach their goals and dreams. Now, I'm not leaving you men out. You can reach your goals and dreams, but empowering women was really important to me. You don't have to know anything special. You don't need any special degrees. The only way you don't win is by quitting. If you continue to work hard, it may take you years, but you eventually will win and you will reach your dreams. Some people do it faster than others, but eventually, if you don't quit and you persevere, you'll reach those dreams. And the way to do that is try all the products, love the products, and when you love something, what do? You tell everybody you know. So you tell others about the product, and I don't know how many people here today, but I think we have changed many, many lives throughout the world, and I'm sure a lot of you out there today, we have changed your lives too. Yes?
Thank you.
You are welcome. That's what makes us happy. And we want you all to join together and help other people change their lives. So let's help as many people as possible reach their dreams. And let's have the next 9 years be even better than the first 9 years. Thank you. The same way we came in.